1 hour of planning saves 3 hours of execution. That's a famous saying, and I believe it. I've done this long enough that I can tell that taking a few minutes to plan really changes the outcome of my projects and goals. So I'm sharing with you today the planning for my 12 weeks, my 12-week year, my next quarter, the next 12 weeks. And I'm starting here in my professional vision. So if you watched my last video, you'll know that I record my vision while I meditate. I put an eye mask on and I go inside and then I just visualize 10 years, 3 years, 1 year, 12 weeks. And I have a dictation app called otter.ai that I record in. And then I take that text file and edit it. I put it into bullet points and shave it up. And if I think of things that I didn't think of or didn't come to me, I'll add those in. So I'm just going to share this with you really briefly, not too much, because there's a lot of personal stuff in here. But I ended up putting in like a little grid, and I think over the next year or so, I'm probably going to fill these in as well. Under the have, do, be, I really approach that really differently than having material objects doing activities or being certain things, because I'm just at the point in my life where I'm really covering that in my vision. So these are ways that I want to live in the world and live in the day. Then I've got my long-term, my 10-year vision. I filled that out, as you can see. And what I did was I ended up putting check boxes in here so that when I go back and look, especially at the 12-week vision down here and the 1-year vision at the end of next year, I can go in and check off with which things I did accomplish and which things I didn't. So now that I've got that personal and professional vision done, the goal design came really easily. And it's funny because I found an old journal in the past couple of days where I was visualizing the future, and it was almost identical to the things that I was writing this time. So I feel like I'm really on track. Like I really know the direction I'm going in. So I put the link to my vision document here so that I can easily access it. And then I started listing what some of the key goals were from that vision, and then the possible lead measures and lag measures. Now, I didn't put all of the lead measures in and all of the lag measures because I figured I would focus on the individual goals and the lead and lags for those. So once I got these kind of like brain dumped out, and I was ready to go in and design my goals. Now, for this coming 12 weeks, which is about January 1 to about, I believe, March 25th. I may have that wrong there, or 15th, somewhere around there. I need to tweak that. I have a big course that I need to design that will run next summer. That's one of my big work goals. Another is some research and writing that I've gotten some wonderful support for, and I really want to become consistent in content creation. That has really dogged me. I've wanted to do that for a few years now and have struggled with it. So for this 12 weeks, I'm really going to try and be consistent. Not every day or not, massive, but just regular. Just consistent, whatever quantity or quality that is. And then I've got 3 personal goals, exquisite health, and my spiritual practices. I always have this one in there, which is tithe 10% to spirit. That's study, meditation, yoga, all of those sorts of things. And then for this coming 12-week plan, I'm going to do what's called a depth year. And a depth year is best described as using what you already have, finishing the courses that you already have, reading the books that you already have, going deeper into the subjects that you have already been working in, and not taking on anything new, buying anything new, et cetera, et cetera. We'll see how that goes. I did great the first quarter of last year, and then so I'm picking that up again. And the second part of that is to declutter. And I've been working on that steadily. So I would really like 2023 to be the year that my house is and my digital files are completely decluttered. House and digital files. I like that. So I've got the goals designed. I've got 6, 3 personal, 3 work to focus on for this 12 weeks. So then the challenge was to come in and decide which tactics listed from the goal page to do this first week, which starts next Monday. So I'm giving, this would be, if I was doing repeat weeks, or if you were doing repeat weeks, this would be week 13 that I'm in now, planning for the next 12. And then I would have a review and plan again in the next week 13. So I've got several work tactics for each of my work goals and several personal tactics for each of my personal goals. And I will come in here at the end of the week or during the week or every day. And as I achieve the tasks that I've set out to do, and I will check them off and score myself, right? Whether it's completed, whether it's partial completion, whether it's started, or whether it's not accomplished at all. And I've set up reminders. I already have the habit of going into my asana. So here's my 12-week plan for January 2023 and the 2 months after. And I've gone into the files that are available to anybody that purchases the plan and track. And I have plugged in my vision here. I've put a link to my vision document. I've put a link to my 12-week plan and track. And then I've just listed some of the top goals from the vision. And then in this task right here, I've got the specific goals and the tactics to achieve those goals. So I've got little check boxes there, and I've just got a reminder here. Now, here's the key. I have set this to repeat weekly on every Sunday. So on Sunday, it pops up in my tasks page, and I am reminded to go in and score myself and review the week and plan for, the next week or whatever. So I've got my first week execution and the very specific tasks that I listed in my tracker. And then this score and review is simply set up to link to the tracker and reminds me on January 27th that that's my score and review day. And once I score and review that first week, I'll come into here and put in what I've designed for week 2. So in my tracker, I'll come into week 2 and I'll put in what tasks and tactics that I plan for that week. Here, I can make any notes of what went right, what went wrong, maybe something I didn't think of, or maybe I got all the tasks done really quickly. Anyway, notes to myself so that when I go to plan the next week, I can do it even better. So, I'm set up, I'm ready to go. I'm feeling so much lighter and clearer, and I have focus. And this is a little bit hard for me because I have so many ideas and I have so many possible uses of my time and creativity and energy that I can get distracted by shiny objects or, be all over the place. So since I have really gotten clear on what goals I'm pursuing in the next 12 weeks and what the tasks are assigned with those goals, I just feel so spacious mentally. Really spacious mind and clear and clarity. And it's easy for me when I see something come up new, I'm like, oh, nope, I've got my focus. I have it all set out in front of me. So there we have it. I'm ready for week 1, and I will see you in another video when I'm ready to review week 1, what went right and what went off track. Anyway, if you're interested in the 12-week plan and track, there's a link below. Join me. This is a wonderful way of getting more done in less time with ease and rest and energy.